Ah, morning. Let's try. I want to try to do a function check here. Headphone check. I usually don't do this because I'm running ScreenFlow every morning. You got a shot out my window there. That's the new library right across the way. I could have did a time lapse. I could have did a time lapse photography. Oh, I got the wrong plug plugged in. I have my headphone microphone plugged into the woofer. That's why I was getting the feedback. Test. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. I can hear myself now. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm back out here in the living room. And what had happened was I got my first Mac Mini. I had a problem with it. The memory it didn't want to work for a long time. All I had to do was swap the memory out. The short story of it is I opened it up and closed it so many times. And I bought another Mac Mini because that one was out of commission. The cheapest one I could afford, it was an i3. It's slow, but for some reason it's working better at communicating with the Phantom as the fast one. So the problem is, what happened was the fast one does not want to recognize Phantom does not want to recognize the Phantom as the USB interface. It doesn't want to recognize the inputs and outputs in the USB on the Phantom. But that's going to inspire me to try to get the new M1 just for Logic and what is it? What's the video? Logic and what's the Studio? What's the audio one for Apple? What's the Final Cut Pro? But then again, I do have the free version of DaVinci, and that one is I haven't been learning that. I need to start practicing that. DaVinci Resolve is way more advanced than the Final Cut, and it's free. But for now, oh yeah, we're so happy about my song. I was practicing. I'm moving into my own as far as piano playing is concerned. I've been playing the piano for some time here, but I would say my shortcomings are my licks, my bebop licks. I haven't practiced licks, and my sight reading, my reading, just plain on reading music off the staff is limited to fake books and real books, the one. But you know what? I do remember years ago when I didn't know what a flat 5 chord was, or a sharp 5, or a 9th chord. I'm still working on my 11th and 13th. 13th is just a 6 chord. 11th is a 4, the 4 interval. So sharp 11, it's a sharp 6. It's actually a flat 5, but it's just an added note, extensions, or altered chords. That's a whole. I was afraid of them for years, but now I've been venturing into that, and that really improved my playing as far as jazz is concerned, with the harmonies and the voicings. Oh, and I went back to some books that I was afraid of, and I'm saying that I need to. My one style of mine, jazz is my strong point, to put it that way. And that jazz standards, that cocktail. I haven't learned the correct cocktail of society, but my piano playing, I'm noticing that to myself. I'm shocked myself on some stuff. But as far as my sight reading, I need to say that to say that the song I put up, the Waltz for Debbie, yesterday got 24 hits. As far as what I'm concerned, that's like viral for me. 24 hits in one day. I remember when during the height of the pandemic, I was putting up a bunch of songs and people didn't know who I was. They was watching my videos. I was getting like 50 viewers that day, the next day. But I was like doing I was doing videos relating to the riots and the killings and the protests and everything. The protest, I should say it in order. The protest of the killings and people taking advantage of the protests and out there rioting. People, what do they call them? People who take advantage of things, opportunists. But looky here, I got looky. I got 24 viewers for Waltz for Debbie. So I'm going to have to start. I'm going to have to double that. I'm going to double down. And I didn't really practice. I practiced that a little bit that day, but that song would take at least 3 days of serious practice to get it to where I want to sound like the people that I been listening to, you know, Dave Brubeck, you know, people that play that song. You know, Monk is a whole different animal as far as trying to play like him. But Dave Brubeck is one of the Cole Porter. Who's that? The pianist that was with Miles Davis. I can find him because I got him in my what is that guy? I have to pull my phone out. But he was a very good guy. Not Cole Porter. Dave Brubeck. Dave Brubeck. What's the other name? You know what? I can pull his name up and think about it in a minute. I can pull it up with pianist because I just saw him. Pianist. I'm typing the jazz pianist. And he should be right in here. There you go. Right on top. Just like I was thinking. Here, his name is Bill Evans. Why I couldn't think of Bill Evans. Art Tatum, that's a whole nother animal too. All you want to do is practice his licks, his little short 5-finger. You only want to take 5 notes that this guy play at a time. You want to take 5 notes. They're called licks, patterns. You only want to take 5 notes of this guy and learn it through the old circle of fifths. That Baba do what? Just 5 notes of this dude, and learn like you take 10 of his songs and learn the solos slow and do that through the circle of fifths, and that'll get you on stage at a jazz jam session for you to hold your own. But this Bill Davis, his technique, not to say nothing about Ahmed Jamal. He's another one. It's so funny. I hate that. I hope this guy's still alive, but you know, his ego, he may not be ego. He may be a real master, but he does jazz master classes. But it seems like to me, he's so much off on showing how heavy, how deep his theory analyst is, that it seems like the classes look like they fall asleep, you know, on what he's like, so deep that he doesn't even get it seems like to me, he doesn't get his point across well, that he seems like he makes it hard as possible for the students. And he doesn't even explain what he's doing at the time. He only keeps telling them, play this or play this, and he makes it complicated. He doesn't explain what he wants them to do. It's like, he's a good, I know he's top line because I was really into his music for the longest time until I saw the videos of him look like he's smoking these are old videos because he's smoking cigarettes in the class. Looked like he had just had a bunch of drinks. I'm be honest about it. Looks like he's drunk and he just sitting there smoking cigarettes, talking off the top of his head. But I'm saying he's so heavy. It's like it's sort of like how if Miles Davis was going to explain something to you and he didn't want to explain it to you, he just gave you the example on a heavy level and didn't break it down. Here's that song that my brother was telling me about, though. I think.
And today we are going to take a look at a brand new track coming from Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak.
Yeah, Bruno Mars. My brother been telling me about this. He's so flipped out about it. This kind of music is the kind of music we were playing back in the 70s, you know? Let me see if you can. We were playing this music back in the 70s. My brother is so amazed that this young group sounds just like we did in the 70s, and he's young enough to be our son, or yeah, he's young enough to be our grandson. If I had a kid at the age of 16, and then my kid grew up and had a kid at the age of 16, he could be young enough to be my grandson.
Of space. So I wanted to take a look at this and maybe break some of the stuff down that's happening inside of it. So let's check it out.
I don't really like that. It's soul music.
I learned about Anderson .Paak a few years ago, and I wish I had known before, because what an unbelievable talent, just in terms of sheer groove. I mean, he's got a great voice. He's a great drummer. His Tiny Desk concert is still like one of my favorite Tiny Desks of all time. The dude is not just a songwriter. And
you got the Tiny Desk. I know a friend of mine who played with a group called Tiny Desk. I don't know if that's where it started.
Like, he can play, and I know that's not news to fans, but just it was something that kind of caught me off guard. I was like, this dude can play the drums really, really well. And already, I mean, that's the first thing.
Yeah, I need to put this aside in my bookmark this, as I have some bookmarks that I have for learn songs. Woodshed, I call it. Let me see, let me see, do I still have learn songs in here? I probably deleted it and called it Woodshed. Yeah, I deleted it. I call it Woodshed. I put it in Woodshed. It's like learning songs. I had one bookmark just said learn songs, but it got so long. So now I just study techniques. But what happened was, since that song did so good yesterday, I know what see, I'm off schedule now. The first thing I'm supposed to do is practice scales. And now I'm supposed to get back to my reading. You can hear my microphone. Get back to my reading. Get back to I'm supposed to do some scales, sight reading. What I'm trying to do is squeeze every facet of my, of working on my skills and my profession. I'm trying to do it as if I was in college. You had to go to 8 or 16 different classes. I have a young friend of mine. He's like, not that young. He's maybe about 8 years younger than me. And when he went to college, I have been giving him piano lessons for years over the phone. But the thing about it was, I would give him, matter of fact, I might have been guilty of the thing I was talking about, Bernie Harris, his technique of teaching, giving you the difficult part first and then explaining it later. Because I did that with him. I would give him chord theory and scale theory, and over the years, and we talking over the phone, I would explain it to him as time went past. And I did that for years with him. Giving him something hard and then explaining it to him as time went past. So when he went to college, He said he was taking like 16 different classes. He was taking all the classes he could. I don't know if he had a grant or if he was paying for it. He was taking advantage of the situation. He said, if I got a learning opportunity, I'm going to learn as much as I can. When he was taking a music course, the teacher kept asking him every time they take a lesson, he would say, oh, I remember called and told me about that. The teacher kept asking him, hey, have you taken this course before? So that's my one student. And I forgot what I was saying about him. It's something about something that he's an artist guy, something that he does that I was gonna make a point about. But let me get what I'm gonna do. My practicing, like I said, I want to spread out my day. Well, first I have to practice a song and put it on the internet every day now, from now on. And it's going to be that kind of style, like that Waltz with Debbie, for like a pianist that's like a mature older pianist that's like just before he would go into retirement, the type of way that a jazz pianist or a concert pianist or any kind of pianist that is serious about his craft and trying to dive deeper into music techniques. As he was getting old, before he retires, that type of style he would have, you know, somebody been there, done that, and now they're doing this. They're playing like, you know, on the level just before, and now they're doing master classes, trying to show everybody what they know as fast as they can before they leave this planet. Hopefully I ain't trying to leave the planet no time soon, but I just realized that I'm coming into some different levels. I'm moving up. I'm noticing that, and I need to start playing that way. I need to set my piano. Matter of fact, I need to be able to hear when I'm playing the piano. I need to be able to hear the key action, the hammer action, the mechanism, the string resonance, all of that's part of the instrument. You know, like people play guitar and they do this thing where you can ding, plong, plong, what do you call it? Harmonics. You know, get to do the harmonics, and people reach inside the piano and pluck the strings, or bang on the side of the piano, you get boom. See, if you really had a piano really mic'd really good, you bang on it, you're going to hear more than just your hand hitting the, you're going to hear the strings resonance, you're going to hear the inside mechanisms. It's like a drum. It's a percussion instrument. It's a percussion instrument. So vibrations, it's not a good example, but because everything that vibrates is going to make noise. Everything moves. If it's not moving, I don't know. That's a whole nother study right there. But I want to try to round myself out here so I can get. But for now, like I'm saying, I want to try to squeeze in my Machina. I'm going to start learning. I messed with the Machina yesterday. I was telling me how the Machina beat me up yesterday as far as trying to learn it. That's only because I try to jump right into it without trying to memorize how the pads work and everything. So I'm going to pull up my Machina here. I'm gonna leave that window open. I'm gonna pull up my Machina Avid. Leave that window open too. There's some stuff about Avid that I want to start. I want to start sharing sessions and composing sessions and sharing it with my friends. Some of my friends. One guy is a good friend of mine. I haven't seen him in years. After high school, this is so funny. I was telling you, the musicians in DC, Maryland and Virginia too, they were setting the level, the bar so high that after high school, people were going with way after high school. One of the drummers went with James Brown. Another one went with Miles Davis. I think that singer with Pink Floyd, the lady hit the high notes. I think she was Edward Hawkins singers, I think. But they were grabbing people out of DC like they come here like cherry picking, but they would only pick one cherry though. You know, it was like exploiting musicians here, and they would never come. Nobody. We never had a big music production or a giant studio here, or where like in Nashville or New York. You know, but there were so many musicians here. Some of them went on tours around the world. And my brother had the opportunity. He went to New York. He met Stanley Clark, Chick Corea in the studio, and he finally got in. They sent him back home to take piano lessons. That's when I was taking piano lessons. We went to Modern School of Music. That's when I realized my brother was serious about everything he did. He went to the head of the class. He was so good that when he walked into class, the teacher would stop the class and point to him and say, "That's a good student." I mean, there were people in there playing who have been studying music much longer than him. I took piano lessons longer than him, and he passed me in the piano class only because I didn't realize the thing about church modes and memorizing this stuff or doing my lesson. I didn't think it was important. The church modes, I said, what are he talking about? That didn't make any sense to me until years later. Now, one of my favorite modes is the Dorian. It's the second note from the root. Solo off of that all the time. That Dorian. I got that one under my belt. I need to start learning the Maxo-Dorian, Phrygian. There's so many that's not second nature to me. So, you know, all these different things I need to study. But for now, I want to try to squeeze in my Phantom. I want to back into the Phantom again. I mean, what I'm talking about, the Phantom. My Machina. I want to get heavy back into this again, because seems to elude me how the basic functions of this thing. I'm getting an idea, but it's not second nature, that's for sure. The concept of recording on it, because I'm still trying to think of it as a DAW, as a digital workstation, you know, so that'll be a job there to get that. And plus, since I got I'm starting to record on the I'm starting to record in Pro Tools. So I know how to punch in and save I got the window configurations. I got a session all set up in there. I want to go ahead and do the same thing on Studio One. Since I have time, I don't have no deadlines. I don't have no contracts or anything. You know, all this stuff over the years of me playing on the street for 30 years, going out playing on the street, I could have been studying, but I was had some setbacks, like the soloist. Jamie Foxx played that guy. He said, "You only got 2 strings on your cello." He said, "I had some setbacks." I have some setbacks over the years as far as studying and learning how to work this stuff. This keyboard right here, man, it's like brand new to me because I haven't even explored it. I haven't even explored it at all. Got a basic understanding of how it works, but I haven't even used a synthesizer here or nothing. I haven't even tried the automation. Man, you can with this thing is fantastic. I can automate stuff. Got a little circle thing here, motion pad. Got a motion pad. It's in 4s, zones. I haven't did anything. But I say that to say I want to start organizing my study time. But like I said, the practicing the piano, putting more videos up. Yesterday when I got 24 viewers on that one video, that was like viral to me. I know 24 people, it's not a lot, but as far as the techniques of YouTube, you got to go through Facebook just to get viewers. And I'm not getting comments. Like I say, I still need to go back and make a an intro and an outro. I need to make at least 3 videos, one the intro, one the outro, and one to sum up what I'm doing. A mission statement video, you know, and I need to start capturing more video of myself and footage. I need to start saving footage. There's so much to do. The thing about it is, I think I'm going to probably end up hiring, you know, I think I'm going to, when my ship comes in, I'm going to put a couple of $1,000s away to hire people, you know, a professional videologist or somebody to edit some of my footage. And that, as I start saving my footage, I need a professional YouTube guy to word my stuff. I need a professional YouTuber, and I need a professional web guy, a website guy, you know, media production, social media production professional, you know. And also too, I need someone to market my music on the internet for me, you know, to check the songs when the song is ready to go up, go through all the hassle of putting it up in at least 3 different platforms, you know, CD Baby, net, what is it? I don't even know. You know, 3 different formats. Pay somebody for that. And you know, I need to hire people, pay them what I can, you know, because it's going to, if I, at this point, in 1 year on YouTube, I got 205 viewers, and want to practice. I want to learn this stuff. I've spread myself too thin. I found myself over the years, when I first started into this thing, I spread myself so thin. The main part was going out trying to make money. And then I was trying to work with I had a youth program called Hard for a Kid in Potomac Gardens. I know I made a difference in that neighborhood, because some of the parents, they definitely told me, they said, I know I made a difference in that neighborhood. I was Mr. C. They called me Mr. C. I had a song. I need to go back and get that song Hard for a Kid too, and dedicate it to all different neighborhoods and around the world. Turn it into a rally cry. But let's go get ready. Let's get busy. I'm out here. Peace out. What's first? I should do scales first. Oh, you know what? I should do my scales first and use the time to learn this machina should be my downtime. You know, when I get on my downtime, instead of watching movies, I should watch this watch the videos on machina. But I started yesterday. I want to stick to a format. But I'm so overwhelmed right now. I don't even know where to start. Right now, I guess I start drinking my smoothie, get some breakfast. I found out too that I have to make sure that I get some energy and nutrition in my body as soon as possible if I'm gonna be doing this, because this wears you out. And here it is. It's almost 11. It's 10:04, and I haven't even took a sip of my smoothie yet. And I swapped my computers out, both hard drives out here, rewired everything. I tried to upload some software so the Phantom will work. Sat right here and did a whole lot this morning on an empty stomach. That's my first source of nutrients, nutrition, since I woke up, and been up for a little bit. But push yourself forward. Push yourself, take some breaks. How bad do you want it? It should be a challenge. But go ahead and check out my Waltz for Devi I did yesterday. You know, and if it gets boring, just turn the volume down. Turn the volume down and leave the window open. Just let it play. Or do me, if you really want to do me a favor, go to play all on my channel and just click play all, turn the volume down and let it run in the background. Just let it run. That'll do me a favor. You know, just letting it run through all of the videos. Turn the volume down. You can just go on about your business. I appreciate that. Peace and love, peace and hair grease, peace and roast beef. Live long and prosper. Stay safe. Push yourself. Take breaks. How bad do you want it? I'm out of here. Peace out.